Θοδωρή Κουτσογιαννόπουλος, Mega TV Greece.
Hi, good to talk to you.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
It has been, I think, 22 years since we met in Thessaloniki, and that was your first film.
Wow, Thessaloniki. Yes, that was
And
George Washington there in 2000. An amazing
absolutely,
experience. I think about that a lot.
absolutely. We were there right on the dock talking about your debut, a wonderful film. But did it ever cross your mind then that you would direct films like Halloween, which are great but so different? The genre, the tone, the dimension of it.
Yeah, well, it was I would say yes, because I think when I started making films, George Washington was a very low budget independent film that I made 22 years ago, and it was, to me, it was a calling card. It was an introduction to an industry and people within an industry that I could say, hey, I'm here to explore stories. I'm not necessarily a guy that has one branded message to do, but I try to challenge myself and try new things, from independent dramas to action comedies that I've done and television shows that I've worked on, and now to horror movies, which I'm having a really wonderful run of working with the creativity, sometimes abstract, sometimes scientific creativity of the horror genre. I'm really enjoying it.
Um, let's say that the first Halloween, the original Halloween back in the 70s, I had a very clear image of what was good and what was evil. This line is blurred now. What is this trilogy about for you, really, basically?
Well, when you talk about the blurry line between good and evil, that's exactly what it's about. And to me, it's challenging of what's internal and what's a part of who you are, and then what is brought upon by your environment, your community. And so, with our Corey character, which is a new character we're introducing in this chapter, we're kind of studying a lot of those questions of if something horrible happens to him, how much of his evolution, in many ways, which is negative, how much of that is brought upon by the treatment that others project onto him versus his own lack of internal healing.
Mm-hmm. For Halloween, you have had the blessing and help from John Carpenter. His presence was there. What about The Exorcist? Would you turn to William Friedkin, who has then since then trashed everything that is Exorcist?
Yeah, well, to step into the Halloween franchise, one of the most iconic things that you think of is the music, is John Carpenter and his music. So one of the very first conversations I had when Danny McBride and I had the original story concept was we went to John and asked for his involvement, and not only kind of creative navigation, but also collaborating with the music. And he's always been out there. He's always working. And as we've been developing Exorcist, I've never got the opportunity to sit down with Friedkin, but from afar he said not interested. So we're working with Ellen Burstyn, who was the star of the original, and she's been my guru and counsel, and it's been a fun evolution. Just as much as Jamie Lee Curtis and I connected, bonded, and developed a character that she'd created, so Ellen and I are working with the return of Chris McNeil and our Exorcist return.
It has been a pleasure, David, to see you after so many years. Thank you so much.
Good talking to you.